Over the past 5 years, I've worked with Uber, Zila, and Everyday Dose as a UGC creator. Here's how I did it. When someone makes money by posting on social media and they don't have a ton of followers, it's likely UGC, or user-generated content. Today I'm going to be walking you through exactly how I did it, the best niches to target, how to optimize your profile, and how often you should be posting. Let's dive in. First things first, what is UGC? User-generated content is content that everyday people create for brands to use in their marketing. And it's not the same as being an influencer because you don't need a big following to do this. Brands are looking for authentic, relatable content, and that's where you come in. You can create content for brands with photos, videos, testimonials, unboxing, and more, all while getting paid for it. But before you start creating, it's important to find a niche that works for you. Choose a niche that you're passionate about so that filming content can be natural and honest. Plus, brands often gift products, so pick something that you would definitely use. Here are some of the most profitable niches in 2025. Number 1, we have beauty and skincare. So this would be makeup product reviews, morning and bedtime routines or tutorials, and first impressions of products. A big UGC collaboration I've been seeing in this industry lately is with the CourseRx snail mucin. I'm sure you've seen this as well. The second most profitable niche is tech and gadgets. This would be like unboxing videos, demos, and comparing items. This is a really fun one, and I've seen the Ninja appliances really excelling in their UGC here. I've been seeing a lot of the Ninja Creamy and the new Ninja Crispy, the portable glass air fryer. I've been seeing a lot of content on that. The third most profitable niche would be fitness and wellness, like gym gear, health supplements, and workout routines. Now there's a ton of examples for this one, but one that I've been seeing a lot lately is the Armra Colostrum. I've been seeing this just everywhere, really crushing on their social media. And number 4 would be fashion and apparel. This would look like try-ons, styling tips, and brand reviews. Again, there's so many examples in this niche, but here's just a few. I see Aloe Yoga doing a lot of influencer and UGC collabs, and the brand Addicted is really pushing UGC content as well. I've been seeing this everywhere, probably more since I'm engaging with it, but yeah, really good content on their part. And number 5 on this list would be home and lifestyle. This would be furniture, organization, and home improvements. This one is super fun because who doesn't love gifted home products? The brand Thuma does a really good job with their UGC content, and I've seen a lot of good content for the Soft Frame Designs bed frame as well. And number 6 on the list, we have food and beverage. This would be taste tests, recipe creations, and kitchen tools. This niche is a super broad one, but also a really fun one. I love trying new products, and the review videos can be very organic. I think that one of the biggest food trends would be Swedish candy or freeze-dried candy. I know the brand Soccerbit was doing a lot of gifted collabs, and I have to say I did buy from here after seeing a UGC video, so they crushed it. But again, choose a niche that you're passionate about. This will make creating content feel so much more natural and enjoyable. I know these niches seem very broad, but start with something that you truly love and just have around the house. It's such a great way to start. Next up is how to set up your profile to attract possible brand collaborations. Whether you're using TikTok, Instagram, or Twitter, follow these steps. Step number 1 is create a business profile. Brands take creators with professional profiles a little more seriously. It's also a lot easier to stay focused on work when you keep your personal life separate. If your entire account is already work-focused, then your algorithm will show you content related to that. Next, you should choose a clear username. Keep it clean, professional, and easy to remember. In my experience, most UGC creators will use their name and UGC. So like UGC David or Sarah UGC, for example. It's straightforward and lets brands know exactly what you do. Next, you should write an engaging bio. Clearly state that you're a UGC creator and let people know what type of content you specialize in. For example, I create UGC content for beauty brands and lifestyle brands. Next, you should be posting your sample content. Brands likely want to see what you can do before they hire you, so start posting UGC style content regularly. Take your favorite product, something that you already own, and start filming it. Once you get comfortable creating this type of content, creating for paying clients will be a breeze. And lastly, you'll need a portfolio link. Use a platform like Canva, Hostinger, or Squarespace to create a UGC portfolio website. Starting out, I use the free Canva plan, but I think that going with an option like Hostinger or Squarespace would look a lot more professional. especially if you're aiming to close big brands. I'll give you a quick walkthrough of all 3 options. So here I am on Hostinger, and if you click the link down below, you'll be taken to a page that looks just like this. And then if you use the code MyFirstWebsite, it's going to give you a total of 90% off your web hosting. Hostinger is one of my favorite web hosting platforms. I use it for a ton of my websites, and yeah, I just think it's really amazing. So what you'll want to do is click that link down below, then click Claim Deal, and it will take you to 3 different plans. Now, for most of you guys watching, I would just recommend going with the premium web hosting plan. These might change depending on when you're watching this video. But with this plan, you guys are able to make 100 different websites. You get unlimited bandwidth, a free domain name, and unlimited free SSL. This one's very important because it allows you to install WordPress very easily. So I'll click on this right here, and it's going to take you to your cart. And from here, you'll be able to choose a time period for your web hosting. Now, obviously, if you guys choose the 48 months option, you get 2 months for free. It's only $2.99 a month, and yeah, it's the best bang for your buck if you're looking to spend the least amount possible per month. I would definitely not recommend going with this one. I would choose either the 12, the 24, or the 48 months, with the 48 month being the best bang for your buck. So yeah, this plan is going to hold you accountable and make sure that you keep your website for a long time. Now, before I forget, you guys are definitely going to want to come over here to the coupon code section. So after you enter in the code MyFirstWebsite, this will give you an even bigger discount. All right, let's jump over to option number 2, Squarespace. This is a really great option. It's a little bit more on the expensive side. It costs a little bit more than Hostinger does, but still a great option. As you can see here, they do have a lot of great templates for your website. It's a little spendier, but a great option as well. Just a ton of great looking templates for you to use here. So both are great options. And lastly, option number 3 is Canva. They have 2 different plans. You can do the free plan and the Canva Pro plan. The free plan gives you easy drag and drop editor, 1 million plus professionally designed templates, 3 million plus stock photos and graphics, and 5 gigabytes of cloud storage. Whereas the Pro plan gives you unlimited premium templates, 100 million plus photos, videos, graphics, and audio, 1,000 brand kits to manage your brand, 1 terabyte of storage, and then online customer support. So these are both great options, but if you're trying to keep this extremely affordable, you can always go with the free Canva plan and just play around with it and see what you can do there. And then as you can see here, Canva also has a lot of great templates to choose from, both free and the Pro option, but still, yeah, a lot of great options to choose from. So all 3 great options. So now let's move on to creating a UGC portfolio. A strong portfolio can set you apart. So here's how to create one in 3 simple steps. Number 1, shoot sample content. So pick 3 to 5 products in your niche and film high quality videos. These can be unboxing, testimonials, or how-to. Just do what feels right for you, because remember, these are supposed to look natural. Number 2 is edit content. Use apps like CapCut or InShot to clip videos together or add transitions. Keep them engaging, on brand, and short, about 15 to 30 seconds long. I personally gravitate towards CapCut because it's the same UI as TikTok, but either will work. And step number 3, upload to a portfolio site. You can use Notion, Google Drive, or a personal website to store your work. Like I mentioned before, I recommend using Hostinger for your portfolio website. And as always, make sure your link is easily accessible for brands to review. Now let's talk about how often you should be posting. Well, consistency is key when growing as a UGC creator. But here's a basic posting strategy. On Instagram and TikTok, you should post at least 4 to 7 times a week to stay active. Personally, when I was starting out, I would post as much as 2 to 3 times a day. I know it sounds like a lot, but once you start gaining traction and the brand collabs start flowing in, it's all worth it. And on the bright side, you can post the same content you made from one platform and post it onto the other. So it's not double the videos. On Twitter, you should engage with brands and fellow creators daily. I've seen so many collaboration opportunities on here, so keep an eye out for those. And lastly, you should refresh your portfolio with new content every month. This one is straightforward, but as you practice more, your work will get better. So keeping your portfolio up to date is a must. Now that your portfolio and profile are set up, it's time to start landing some brand deals. And here's how. Number 1, engage with brands on social media. Like, comment, and share their posts to get noticed. And number 2, outreach. Message 5 to 10 brands per week pitching your UGC services. This one can be a little discouraging as you start out, but trust me, keep going. For me, it took about 100 cold DMs before I got my first client on retainer. And this was one of the best feelings ever. I still work with them to this day. You can also reach out to brands via email. A simple pitch could look like, "Hi, brand name. I love your products and I would love to make UGC content for you. Here's my portfolio, let's collab," or "let's collaborate." And number 4, join UGC marketplaces. Platforms like Billo and Incense connect creators with brands who are looking for UGC content. I started out using Incense, and that was a perfect platform for me to get started. So there you have it, a complete guide to getting started with UGC. And now it's your turn. I've linked all of the websites down below. I hope you enjoy making UGC content as much as I do. And don't forget to have fun in the process. This is such a great industry to get into, and there are so many brands out there constantly looking for UGC creators. Let me know which niche you're interested in, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Good luck on your UGC journey.